the Cherokee Freemen, the dark skinned ones that got kicked off the reservation.
Yes.
And they had went to court. It took like 2 years, but the judge was saying that these are Cherokees, and you must put them back on the reservation if they choose to go to the reservation, and they must give all full faith. Not full faith. Excuse me. They must be restored, basically. Back to full tribal membership, the whole 9 yards. They were trying to kick them off for money.
Yeah.
And they gotta understand that's not even money. You're not even getting. First of all, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. It's not even real money, But you shouldn't be doing that for quote unquote Federal Reserve notes. They didn't want them to get no benefits, no nothing. And then they come out. Oh, you gotta be 1/4. 1/4 what? I said, how you gonna tell me and my ancestors that we gotta be 1/4 to get benefits?
Case law, Islam is.
I'm like, what? Like, you see, that's another way to discourage you from claiming your ancestry. That's another way to discourage you to being back to I'm African American, and that's two pale face people. Leo Scipio Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. So I never knew two gay guys can have children. So when they call you black, all that stuff like that's dead. That's dead at law. You have no rights. One who's lost their civil rights. Color, we're not crayons. I'm like, phew.
And then you take Indian out of the box.
I'm like, yeah. But everything's gonna be restored sooner or later. It's had no choice but to be restored. Everything is off balance. There's no balance right now. Everything's off balance.
There shall be no peace until the Empress is back on her throne.
I say.
Recognized.
I say.
I say what?
And that's coming very, very soon.
Yeah.
Them pilgrims gonna be mad. They better start practicing. Practice in the mirror. How mad can you get in the mirror? So because I don't know if everybody uses their exemption, but I use my exemption. And I go and see these so-called high price stores, and I purchase goods and stuff like that, and I tell them, hey, I'm exempt, and they look at me like I'm crazy.
I say.
I'm like, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm exempt. She's like, what does that mean? I said, you don't know what exempt means? So you got a manager? I said, yeah, I'm exempt. And she's like, well, you got your paper? She's like, yeah, from Georgia. I'm in a territory called Georgia. So she's like, you got your paper? So you got your papers? I'm like, papers? I'm like, what? I said, miss, I'm not a corporation. That's for corporations. I said, I'm from a tribe. And she said, oh, well, anyway, do you have like anything that says card? She called it attitude. So then I gave it to her. Then she looked, she's like, well, you supposed to have paper. I said, incorrect, miss. I said, that's for corporations. I said, I'm not a corporation. I don't need to go to the state. And don't need to ask the state for no exemption.
And by the fact of your demonstrations, that alone is enough light shed to bring awareness to others.
Yeah,
it's not her fault of her own arrogance or ignorance.
Right. But it's an Albion. And I tell people, I don't care if it's like 15 cents, 20 cents. Like if he hit, here's 20 cents. I ain't got time to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? But when it's like $60, $80 in tax, or whatever the case may be, oh no, I'm tax exempt. It's a big difference between $60 and 15 cents. I can spare 15 cents. I can spare the 15. Like, here you go, 15 cents. Here you go.
Now tax, we talking a whole nother. Yeah, I feel you on that.
That's the whole versus 15 cents versus $100 in tax. You gonna buy a TV, it's $100 in tax. What you think? You gonna argue 15 cents over $100?
They
I'm like,
already, they already pay. They are supposed to pay their own taxes, but they put it on the people to pay their taxes.
right. It says in the it says that the United States is responsible for all taxes, but people don't understand. The United States is a corporation. 28 USC 302 Part 15A. It clearly states that the United States is a federal corporation, an agency, a department, a commission, a board, or any or other instrumentally of the United States. It's telling you this is from Cornell Law School. 18 USC subsection 911, citizen of the United States. Whoever willfully and falsely represents himself to be a citizen of the United States shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. So when I share, our tribe, and I talk about our tribe on the website, this and that and third, and I'm like, and I showed them like, look, this is their stuff, not mine. I didn't write none of this stuff. I'm just reading what they wrote. And it comes to people, but I can't force them to do anything else. It's only when they get jammed up. Yo, I want to be. Yo, how can I get down? How can I be like, like, really? You got to scream, Songbird. And I try to help people in the beginning because I'm like, don't wait until it's too late, because sooner or later they're gonna make it very, very hard for you not to claim your nationality, and you're gonna be very, very upset, and you're gonna look at me stupid. And I'm like, I already told you, I warned you.
No, that's what this attack on the crown has been making. I say,
and I warn people. I'm like, and it's plenty of groups and stuff like that, but there's no real tribes out here like us. They can't say they federally recognized. They can't say, yeah, I'm about to put you in your crib, in your prison jail. Right.
No. We need that energy, Noble. I say.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just being funny, but she gonna look at me like I'm crazy. She'll look at me, and she'll look around in her surroundings, and she'll look back at me like, really?
I heard her respond.
Yeah. 8 months ago, she be yapping.
I say.
Right? He be yapping. You be yapping, right? You're a big girl now. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not quite a big girl.
All praise to the ancestors for that.
I don't get how people have children and discard them, like put them in the trash or don't feed them, or that bothers me. Even if it's an Albion, I mean that's a a being that didn't have to be here. I don't care if it's an Albion or not. They didn't have to be here. So I mean, I don't like these Albions. I can't stand these Albions. But I'm being serious. I can't stand them. I mean, they cocky attitudes. Like, hold on, time out.
Can't sit them or stand them.
Like, you have the meteor gall to sit up here and look at me with this face, and you own stolen land, you own stolen property that you are benefiting from. You have the immediate gall to look at me in disgust. You guys to be joking.
Sure.
Yeah, rape, rob, and murder, and expect us to be your friend. Just like they in North Carolina, they terminated. I don't know if y'all heard, they had terminated. This has been about over a year ago, and they had terminated the whole cadets in North Carolina, I believe, because they had like a little Facebook group, and it was saying something like, we got to go out here and play with these monkeys tonight. And it was saying all kind of like racist stuff and stuff like that. And someone reported it, and they terminated that whole class. And they had another one where they was posed on the side of the road on a highway, and some white lady said, "Hey, listen, I don't want to get shot." And the officer said, "Hey, we don't." He said, "We only kill black people. We don't kill white people." You know, I'll be paying attention. You know, like I'm like I pays attention. You know, I'm sorry. You know, but all these Albions they got to go. I mean, I guess you got some. I guess you got some all right ones out there who trying to fight, and you know, but they only fighting for them. They're not fighting for us. They're not fighting for us. I mean, so it's like you're not doing me no favors. You're not doing anything good for me. You know, people like, well, we represent you. Where? 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 Don't say the United Nations. You don't represent us there. Even so-called Africans don't even represent us. So who represents us? But yet, they got millions and millions of Federal Reserve notes to go fight in these other places. But yet, you won't even give the so-called 40 acres and a mule that was already signed to the people who you stole the land from for reparations, which means to repair, to fix. What did you destroy that you need to fix something? You know, but see, everybody want to vote for who? Vote for what? It's not your system. The system was not made for you. Remember, you're supposed to be 3/4 of man. You're not even a whole human being. So how can a handicapped person vote? You're disabled. You are disabled, meaning that you are no good to no one. You know, people not breaking down. People are not breaking down nothing. They just putting a John Hancock sign